All right, good morning, good morning. Let's see here. Let's just get right into it, guys. We have a few on the list here that people has been asking about, so let's just go through some of them. Mr. Ash, he had GWAV. It was actually a good one. It looks like it is at its low. It just hit its 52-week low at the 1150. Let's see here. I believe I got some notes over here. How are you doing this morning, Mr. Ash?
I'm good. I'm good, John. All's well. Just looking at different ones, and definitely this is one of it.
Here we go. Let's see here. So yeah, that 52-week low. That's what's up, man. I'm acknowledging you. I was just looking at this too. Let's see here. It does look that 52-week lows 1150. Well, we do see that was just the other day, and the highs at 112. The day range is 13 to 18. That was yesterday when I made these notes. So, did have some hot news 14 hours ago. This was also last night whenever I made that notation. Uh, they are coming out with a second shredder. So what this is a scrap metals company, but they have came out with a scrap AI app, and it's called Scrap Apps or something like that. So again, you know how I am about AI anyway. So whenever you gave me this one yesterday, I was like, oh yeah, wait a minute. So
Oh yeah.
uh, let's see here. So another thing about this was, let me pull this up. All right, so we'll look at this real quick too. So right here, you can see that day range was the 13 to 18. I'm gonna update that real quick just to make sure nothing's changed, and it probably won't till we get to closer to time. But now this Green Wave Technology Solutions, right? The day range is 0.13 to 0.18. The 52-week range is 1150 to 112. Well, it never did get up to that 1320. So let's go back over here and let's see here. I'm sorry, it did get up to the 1320, but was that yesterday? What did it do yesterday? So we're going to go to the 1 hour, and this way we can go back to the 26th. Alright, so there. So it's 16 cents. Yep. So 20. Oh, oh. Right there. Okay, so that's actually when it hit the 0.186. So that will be our resistance that we need to break. So, with that being said, we'll make a little notation right here. Resistance. All right. And then, so that 11, so 11.48, I think that's where my stop loss is actually right there. Oh, my. Oh, let's see here. I forgot to get on TikTok.
Yeah, I got on TikTok and I didn't see you. I look back up.
There you go, Mr. Ash. I'm in there now.
Okay. Let me go back.
All right, let's see here. All right, let's see. So, where was I? Oh yeah, resistance. So now we know that the resistance is going to be at this 18.6, and then we also know that our support is going to be down here at the 11. It's really 11.50. I think 11.48 is my stop loss, but we'll set it right here. We'll make a note. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and lock it in, and this one, if I can get on it. Yep. Lock that in. So now we'll just make a notation down here, and we're just going to put support. All right. So now that we see here, we'll know that if it breaks support, that it's going to go down hard. Even if I get a hammer candle right before it and I know it's about to pop down, yeah, volume will tell us that right away. However, once it breaks right here, this will be our initiative with this doji candle right here. This will be an initiative to let us know that, hey, if it comes above this and we have good volume and then it breaks resistance, it can definitely go up to this next mark. So, and that next mark, it is supported from previous support. Because you can even see right here where it had this pop last time. So that's even previous support right there. And if we go into a lesser time frame, you'll see even more candles that support that line. However, right now we're just looking at it in the 1 hour time frame. Now, and what you'll see, I mean, even in the 4 hour, all of our candles still line up exactly how we're expecting them to. So between the 1 and 4, we're good doing it this way. So, also, let's see here. Now, as far as the analysts go on here, there's only one that even talks about this one. He don't really like it though. But the thing about it is, 14 at, again, this was last night when I did the research and it said 14 hours previously, news came out. I was going to see if I can get that pulled back up here. Well, actually, we can go ahead and look at that real quick. The financials, they're really in debt here. Debt is 37.5. Their market cap is 2.2. The enterprise value, though, is 38.29. So, what do they need? They need money. That's exactly what this company needs, is money. But what was interesting about this one, let's see here. See if I can find that information again on it. Let's see. Well, here we go. I'll give you this one. So right here it says yesterday it was actually talking about this in particular one, GWAV. Again. Alright, so a compare scrap app reported, so I went too far. Yeah, so app launches AI features to scale and grow into new markets. So I mean, they're already implementing AI. They're not wasting any time, and you're getting in at 13 cents. And where this is a scrapyard, every time metal's up, this will go up. Of course, that varies through the year, but also with it having AI, it's going to be able to, make the company more sufficient. And that's the main thing you want out of any stock because you want the company to be sufficient. That way it grows, that way your money grows. But yeah, they've actually been working on this. There was an issue back in 2020, but then they turned it back around. Yep. Yep. Thanks to suspended return, 153% is how, and I mean, they turned that around in the same year and grew 153%. Like, that was impressive, I thought. But our longer term returns are less stellar. Woods, ARK, Innovation ETF, ARKK, ARK. Generated respectable returns of 33% for the last 12 months. But how's that relative? Because they were talking about 2020 for their. It's interesting. Anyways, so yeah, they're definitely going to be one to deal with. That AI, I mean, we all know it goes a long ways. It was even 2 days ago. That was where that second shredder currently is being built. So, I mean, they're growing, they're expanding. So, I believe that would be why they're in debt because they've already started the process. And now that their investors are seeing the potential, it's going to, give them more props to be able to, hey, I'm going to put my money towards this company now that they're actually growing and looking further into the future. So, yeah, it's down right now. Yes, their finances are a little jacked, but look at what they're doing. They're already making a second location. They're already implementing AI. They've already, had the app for a while now. Obviously, it's doing good enough to expand. So, that gives me high hopes for GWAV. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate that one.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now we'll go back and we'll go on to the next one. I think the next one you had was MLGO.
MLGO, yes.
That was another one you wanted to check out this morning. So give me just a second here.
Yeah. 1 second.
All right. Let's see here. What do we have on this one? All right. GWAV. All right, so now we can go over ML. Alright, guys, now we'll go over MLGO. MLGO. So this is another one we were looking at. It is currently at 453, so it is down a little bit. From the other day. Let's see, what time frame am I in? Yeah, we'll go to the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, let's see what we're working with. There we go. Yeah. So. On this in particular one, I'm trying to remember MLGO. Micro algo. Awesome. So let's see here. On this one, we're currently looking at the day range is at $4 to $4.79. Well, we already see that it's at $4.53. Pre-market was $4.25, so it has went up a little bit, but not really. And then the 4.53. So the 52-week low is 37 cents. High is 15.60. 4.79 is what we're really wanting. Will we get that? Probably not without some news. Looks like there was some news dropped a couple of days ago on MLGO. So let's see what they're saying here. A deep clustering algorithm based on multi-level feature fusion. Well, I heard the word algorithm. So we know that they're already trying to get ahead of the game as well. And that's the thing about these companies. You know, in the next few years, these companies are going to blow up. Especially after they get the interaction, with customers, like us. As soon as they get that interaction with us using the products and, hey, this is wrong, this was it, do this, they're going to be able to fix those things and implement that real time strategy, real time environment that their products go out into and test by people. Feedback. They're going to get that live feedback. It's definitely an interesting company. Let's see here. What else was it we saw earlier on MLGO? A couple months ago announced. Oh yeah, here we go. So, Micro Algo announced Bitcoin trading prediction algorithm based on machine learning and technical indicators. Now, guys, this is huge stuff right here because the machine learning is really the beginning of those indicators being actual AI bots. They're beta testing this stuff right now. You think about it. If you get on, let's see here. Let me think for a minute. Okay, so like on Microsoft, where they started using ChatGPT on Yahoo, or where they started using ChatGPT on Google, just in your search bar. So now, even in my search bar, if I search it in my Google account or my Google platform, it's still the AI looks at it just the same. Let's see here, I believe. So, why are roses red? So as you can see, the first thing it gives me is the AI overview, different options from the AI, chemistry views, Cora. So now it's also telling me all the indications of where I can go and do my research at to find said roses and why the color is red. So I mean, AI's in everything, and this is just like I said, this is just the beginning. But you're talking about the biggest platforms in the world, what they've already been doing. These companies are jumping right into, they're the bottom feeders of whatever the bit, like Nvidia. We've been hearing all week about how they've been signing the big contracts with Nvidia, getting that popping off. That's been huge. And how they're already having to divvy out work because the work overload is already insane. They don't know how they're going to do it yet. But hopefully they keep Nvidia in America. And if they do, then that's going to create more jobs, and not only, going into work jobs, but it's going to create a lot of online jobs for a lot of people as well, because there's going to be a lot of tech services that's going to go along with this. So all these smaller companies, you know, no matter where their location is, they are going to create new jobs. Just the same with GWAV, where they're getting a second location. Now they're doing this scrap apps. So that's going to be huge. All right, let's see what we got going on now. We'll hop back over here. Yeah, so yeah, I'm still waiting for this one to turn a little bit. It's still a little under the weather for me. Yeah. What what made you decide to get into this one, Nash?
MLGO.
Yeah.
Someone that I follow on Telegram. He was talking big about it. I didn't research too much about it. Sometimes in this trade, guts and feelings tells you to get on some things. And that day, I think it went up over 100%.
Yeah, it has good pops like
But I
that.
got I got it late. Yeah, I wish I got it when I heard it. When I first heard it, I wish I got in. But when I got in, it was too late already, and didn't know. I didn't even look at the chart or anything. I just jumped in, and it worked out for me so far. It worked
Oh
out for
yeah.
me.
No, you're still good, dude. Actually, I mean, look here. Let me
Yeah.
pull this up. There's a couple on here we don't need because that's for other kind of trades.
Mm.
I can leave that one for reference. Okay. So, what we're looking at here is it did take this hard dip down right here, even though with this spike, it never did come out of the fall. So, and if you look at your RSI, it's mid range, so it's still above line. You know, it's still going to have some
Yeah.
coming up to do even before it pulls back. One of the things we will have to watch is it does say it's a strong sell, which doesn't even make sense to me because it does have potential to continue going up. But again, we like to buy them at that low end on the RSI. And like if
Mm.
I put back, if we go back over to GWAV real quick, this one's a good example right now. So you see how the RSI, it came all the way back down to the lowest point in the RSI. And then where we get
Yep.
this indication that lets us know, okay, we're at the lowest point in the RSI. Well, look at the previous. Think of, well, look right here. This right here, this was, back in last year. So you look, you can see that red line right there. Of course, it looks exactly like this, but look at the growth over time. This doesn't even have to be a long term. Even right there, you're already talking about a 40% in one day pop. But even then, holding on to it, look, I mean, you're talking about overall, yeah, that's a really good growth right there, and that's where it's at again. So we do have that in our favor. And
Wow. And I don't know, for some reason it goes that stock NLGO, for some reason it pops after midday. It had done that the last few days after
oh
midday.
yeah,
For some reason it's been doing that. Mm-hmm.
well, it's definitely got some room to go there. Right here,
Mm-hmm.
this is a fallen wedge, right here. And now that the fallen
Mm-hmm.
wedge has happened, it popped up a little bit after it finally made its way down, popped up a little bit, now it's drawn back. And hopefully it's going to have a hard pop up to that $30 mark, just like we have seen previously, where you're talking about those hard pops, because it does have them. Look right here. Before it even fell
Mm-hmm.
off, it was at $23, come up a little bit,
Yep.
drawed back a little bit, then it popped all the way up to $154 and then dropped off. So, now that we know that it does this, it's not going to be any different here because look at this one. It got all the way down to its low of 358, comes all the way back up to 16. So I definitely understand the interest in the stock. It is very intriguing. So this is definitely one I'm going to keep watching. But like I said again, I'm going to watch the RSI, and Ash, I'll let you know about it too. As soon as it comes
Oh,
back
definitely.
in to compliance, then all you got to do is average out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we always
So,
buy in small first, to make sure we're risk free with candle movement, and then we go in heavy or whatever your limitations are and what you are
yep.
willing to trade on, sticking within that 7 to 15% range. But yeah, I like this one. I'm not gonna lie, this one's got my attention. Now it's not popular with others over here. It doesn't look like. Let's look at the financials. I will check on this one later for news because I want to wait till after we get going again, see what the news happens with it. But yeah.
Um,
Yeah, see, this one doesn't have much debt. It has a high market cap. It definitely has huge potential. Huge potential. A little bit of news would send this over the moon. I get why it has hard pops like that. So let's go on down here and see what else we got. So, a holding company which engages in development and application of bespoke central processing algorithms. Its services include algorithm optimization, accelerating computing power without the need of hardware upgrades. What? Lightweight data processing and data intelligence. Oh, yeah. And you know what? That already tells you right there. It won't be long, and this will be with the military. If they're not already. Headquarters in New York, New York. Yeah. So, they definitely have a future. So, I definitely think this is a good investment. So, yeah.
nice,
For anybody who
nice.
hasn't checked out MLGO, definitely go check that out. We're going to watch this, see if we're about to get this double bottom, hard double bottom, because that would be a nice little pop right there. It looks exactly what that's setting up to be, because right here you go, boom, boom. It might set up to be a double bottom. So we're definitely going to keep our eye on this one, because if we do get that fall off and it comes all the way back down to that red on the RSI, that completely cools it back down for a nice little jump. All right. All right. So the next one we're going to go over will be that. Let's see. Well, I guess you still want to go over the KULR.
Yeah, go over it. Or if you have something else you want to go over, you can do that too. You know.
Oh, let's see here. No, I'm fine with that. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's go over stock KURL. Oh, I did not type it in. KURL. There it goes. And I don't have that one. Oh, KULR. My bad, guys. My bad.
Yeah, Cal,
KULR.
you had. Yep.
Okay, so this one has taken off from the point that, I don't like to enter at. However, now that we know that this one has taken off, this is a prime example of what I was talking about, Ash. Where it gets down to that low. Look right here, where it got down to that low, and look how much it jumped up. You're talking about it went from 13.8 all the way up here to 45 cents, 46 cents.
Mm.
That's impressive. So, yeah, this will definitely be one to be watching. But exactly what it created right here was a cup and handle. That's what it looks like to me. It had this hard dip, though. That was a little too much. So, it might be a little something else. But that W right there would have had my attention already. I'd match it up. But yeah, this is definitely a good one. The only thing that makes me a little nervous is this being above the red and it not being at the bottom of the RSI. Definitely be a nice little on that squeeze. Get in on that squeeze. We'll see how far it's going to go up. See, it's already went up to about 46 cents, so it'll probably come back up at least to that 35 cents. On how far back it squeezes, I have no idea yet. We'll have to wait and see how much the shorts actually pull it back. Now, if it's carrying momentum and heavy volume, then it could very well cross that line. We would just have to look into it further, get a little more in-depth information. Let's see. KULR. We will go over here and check out the information here now. It says, let's get that in the right area here. All right. So it says here that the 52-week range is between 10 cents and 110. So let's look back here. And we are in the 4-hour chart. 110. So let's throw up a bar. That way we can see where 110 is. 110. There. There we go. That's 110 right there. So now we know that is the 52-week high. And the 52-week low, that's not a good sign, is 11 cents. Ooh, so that would actually probably be right in here. It says 9 cents. So I bet the 52-week low hit right in this general area. And let's look one more time and see what it was. Actually, I think it tells me right here. Oh, there was some information come out 20 hours ago. I didn't see this. KULR Tech hit 6 months high after order from, was that Lockheed Martin?
Lockheed Martin. Damn.
That's what it says. Shares of energy management platform KULR Technology Group jumped 30.1% at 42 cents to hit their high since September. Wow. Okay. There it is. So let's just type it in real quick.
I find them, don't I?
Do what now?
I said I be finding them stocks, don't I?
Oh yeah, man. I like them. We just gotta wait to let them set up.
Yeah,
But
you just gotta be patient with them.
You gotta be patient with them. But the information that's falling behind, like MLGO and GWAV, those stocks, and what's falling behind those is definitely, definitely worth watching.
Yes, sir.
They're actually stepping out of their comfort zone and stepping into AI, which AI, like I've told you a million times, it's gonna be in everything. And if it doesn't have it, then it's gonna be obsolete. Period. It'll be obsolete. Okay, so the day range is 38 to 42. Oops. 38 to 42. So it's at 39.68 right now. So I'm shooting for that 42. So, I mean, you might be able to get that little 12% real quick. I don't know. It is going up. It's 398 right now. I do like that movement in the market, and that makes me also want to come down here. We'll double check 1 hour ago. Follow the money and defense stocks. The sky's the limits. Okay, so investing platform covering defense and energy stocks releases a news report on recent contract news and contracts within the defense industry featuring KULR technology. A leading energy management platform company offers proven solutions that play a critical role in accelerating the electrification of its curricular economy. Economy. I got tongue tied there for a minute. Let's go over here because I also need to keep my stocks pulled up where I can see what they're doing on the side over here, because we don't want those to get behind. Alright, it kind of looks like it has created a little bit of a double bottom right there for that GWAV. We'll see what it does. But yeah, this is definitely a stock that we're going to keep our eye on as well. Let's back up. and we'll see what it does. You know, let's let me move that over here. See, that's the problem. I got too many of them pulled up. There we go.
For some reason, most stocks are red today. I don't know what's going on, but they red.
Well, we'd have to check the overall. Have you checked to see what Nasdaq's at?
I don't know if the Fed is talking today.
Well, oh yeah, that's true too. The Feds are
Yeah, I think.
talking, and they're gonna have all that information coming out. So that's definitely going to
Mm-hmm.
be a big one for them to cover. So,
Yep, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I think today's the last day, right?
no, I think they still got some information coming out tomorrow.
No, tomorrow too. Okay.
I think so. Yeah. Uh, let's see here. I can look real quick. We can look together. Let's go to the economic calendar. Okay, so looks like the U.S. has building permits. Looks like it's at 2.4%. Um, Chicago Fed national activity. That's not looking good. It's negative 0.54%. The Chicago Fed national activity February. That's not looking good either. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, we'll check on this more. All right. It's amazing how much, the earnings information when it comes out, like, it really does set people in a panic sometimes.
It does.
I mean, it really does.
Yeah. Lot of people be selling.
Oh, yeah.
They get nervous.
I mean, I have a couple times too. Yeah, just a real note, simply because, well, I wasn't 100% on a stock, which you shouldn't be trading. But I mean, how many stocks are you 100% on, especially in today's market?
Come on.
And that makes a huge difference.
Yeah. It makes a big difference.
It really does. So, but yeah, let's talk about the economic calendar a little bit more. Let's look back into this.
Mm. Okay.
I wonder.
One,
There's a better one.
1 second.
I think I like Market Watches better. It looks better. No, it doesn't. That ain't the one. Where? Yahoo Finance. Let's see what theirs looks like. Here we go. So, we're going to talk about the economic calendar real quick while we're looking at these stocks. Oof. But it's like I told you, Ash. I will show you this, though, real quick. The GWAV, it is going down. Currently.
It is going down?
Currently. It is going down currently.
Okay. Okay.
So, like I said, though, I set my stop loss to that 1150. I anticipated it going down. But if it does break that support, then, well, it's not going to matter anyway then. If it breaks that support, we'll be done with this stock. But it is holding again. So let me look, pull up here where you can see as well. GWAV. All right. So it never broke my support yet, right? But we anticipated the pullback right here. So we're actually looking pretty good right now.
Yeah.
So whenever I say, 16 cents or less, you can see here that this is still less.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's actually looking good right now, as long as it doesn't break my support line at that 1150 mark, or we're out of the trade anyway. And double check to make sure that my stop loss is still in place, because sometimes it doesn't stay there. But this will keep me in compliance with my 7 to 15%. I'm currently down 11%. But like I said, as soon as it gets where it's going, I'm just going to double down anyway, simply because, I'm not far off anyway. I'm at 13.97 where my buy-in was, and the stock is currently at 12.5, so that's okay. We'll just wait and see what it
Yeah,
does.
for some reason, I look at everything. Most of the things are red right now. Even most of my stocks are red. There's something going on. Whenever everything goes red, something's going on. So it's just a patient game.
Oh yeah, but we'll just wait and see what happens, because it's not breaking support. It's not breaking support, and if it doesn't break support, then it's going to continue going up, because we know that that was the previous bottom. We also know that that is the bottom at the RSI, and it's giving us the green light anyway. So let's see. We'll see what happens, and this also keeps us in compliance with being that disciplined trader. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah, for sure. So I'm just going to keep this pulled up over here. Let me see here. But yeah, it's still doing what it's supposed to.
Tough for
Do what now? Oh, yeah, okay. So that G. You're breaking up, Ash.
No, can you hear me better now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you a lot better now. But no, I was just going to say that this is actually still looking really good, because it's not coming down past that. So, that is going to show growth right there alone. Now it's just what kind of growth are we going to get out of this. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay, so we'll go down to the 5 minute. Yeah, even at the 5 minute, you can actually see right here that we have created a bottom at this 12:30. 12:46. 12:30 was the bottom. So now it's going to create another one. Okay. So now we're going to move this one up. To that 12:30. And it should still be there. Oh, yeah. So, previously we were down here. at the 1150, right, Ash?
Yes.
And now we're up at 1230. So that right there tells us that we've already hit that growth spurt once. Boom, boom. And we also know that this is the 52-week low. So we'll mark it up again right here. Change that color to white. Whoops. And we'll lock that in. And we'll come over here. Where's that? Here we go. We'll make a notation. We'll write bottom. Now we have a setup. Now we can actually bring this down closer.
Yo. Man.
There we go. So that's set on top of that. And now we'll just make sure that it still doesn't break bottom. If it does break bottom, then we're definitely getting out. So we're going to change our colors now. We're going to make this red. And we're going to change our support to green. Well, actually, we can leave that one green, and we can actually make this, we can leave this one yellow. We just need to change that bottom to red, because if it does go past the bottom, then we're out. Okay, so there we go. All right. Yeah, this just this helps us keep up with it as we're watching the stock play out. But I think we both got in at pretty good positions here, especially for this in particular stock. All right. Now I'll go ahead and clear that out. Okay. So there's a couple more. Let's go ahead and talk about D Nut. This is one actually Mr. Niche had. We can actually go through niches real quick and just see what we see and see if there's any worth investigating to us. So his first one was D Nut. Krispy Kreme, baby. Why am I not in Krispy Kreme? I love Krispy Kremes.
Why the final?
I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
Uh-huh.
Something I could get down with. Krispy Kreme. Okay, it looks like it could be forming a cup. We'll have to see how that plays out. Yeah, it is at that low right there. So that is this first initial pop. Now it's going to draw back to get the RSI back right. So if you're already in this one, then I'd say you're sitting all right because I'm sure you got in around this $12 range. Again, we're on the 1 hour mark. So on Tuesday, the 26th, looks around 2:30 ish, 3:30 ish, depending on your time zone. That's when that pop happened. It's a good looking pop. Good looking pop. So we'll just have to see what happens with that one. It's interesting. And of course, it's Krispy Kreme. Can definitely get in on the squeeze. So this is something to watch for. Watch for the squeeze take place. I'd say it's going to have a pretty good little pullback there because, well, that's a pretty good size gain right there. Let's see here. So you're talking about a 30%, 30.9% gain right there alone. Just off that first initial pop. So I could definitely see his interest with D-Nut. Krispy Kremes. I really like Krispy Kreme's, not Krispy Kreme's, what's it called? Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Dunkin', oh yeah, my father does too. He goes there every morning.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only place he would go. He don't go to no 7-Eleven, no Starbucks. He goes to Dunkin' Donuts every morning.
Wow. So let's see here. Yeah, this is definitely one we could look at later on. I don't have interest to get in this one right this moment. Sorry on that one. CGC. Now this one was popping the other day. I haven't come back and looked at it. Oh yeah, look at this one. This one had a great run too. So just to give you an example, getting in on that low, this is the ones I'm looking for. I hate that I actually missed this one. But everybody's got to take a couple days off every once in a while or you get burnt out quick. So, this here. Let's move back up. 194% is how much it's went up.
94%.
CGC. 194%. Canopy Growth Corporation. Oh, I bet the Canopy. I wonder if this is one of the Canopus ones, one of those that were going up the other day. Let's see here. I mean, it's about to come back down for sure. But I wouldn't mind keeping my eye on this for the short squeeze. That's not going to be too bad. Definitely worth looking into. Let's go back over here. Let's pull up niche stocks. So the next one is KAVL. KAVL. So we talked about DNUT. We talked about CGC. And now we're going to talk about KAVL. This one, again, it had a good pop the other day. I missed some good ones while I took off, and I'm regretting that very much right now.
Mm.
Let's see here. So that first initial pop, that was 62.6% gain,
Mm-hmm.
which, is not too bad at all. And the second pop, getting in the right spot, was another 30% gain. So a 60 and a 30% gain, a total about, roughly, you got to think about it though, loss and losing a little bit. So 75% gain is what you could have
Mm.
initially got off this one. So this will definitely be one to watch in the future because that was a nice hard pop right there. Because again, I'm still in the 1 hour time frame. So in 1 hour, it had these hard candles come in. And you see these hard candles, you definitely know that it's fixing to go off. So if you get a really hard candle, though, you always got to remember that it's going to pull back and there's not going to be as much room to grow right there. So
Mm.
if it pops real hard like that, it's going to come down a little bit, work its way down, down, down. Then it's going to pop again, but it's not going to go back above it. We've seen it 1,000 times. You know, that's why it's important to learn those patterns. So, but KAVL, that's definitely an interesting stock. There was some news on this 2 hours ago. Uh, Looks like the investment bank to assist in exploration of strategic alternatives for parent company KAVL. That's going to be some interesting news to follow up on.
Mm.
Let's see here. So it looks like they did change the interim chief financial officer. Patel. So it looks like they have been making changes in the company. They talk about the loss in the first quarter. That's probably when dude got the can. Yep, because it looks like they've been talking about this for a while. Capital plans, reports of fiscal 2024 first quarter financial results, and provides business updates. So that's actually pretty neat too. It's not bad, not bad. So let's see here.
Crazy that MLGO is 100% bullish on Weibo.
Well, I mean, all it needs is volume. I mean, as soon as it gets a couple larges in there, I'm sure it'll explode. That's exactly what it's waiting on, you know?
Mm.
So we'll just have to wait and see about that one. This one right here, though, it's got my attention because I like when this happens, when that red is actually
I don't know.
underneath.
Somebody said Nancy Pelosi needs her money.
Oh, God. She probably is trying to get paid. I believe that.
Yeah, I don't know if she invested in it or she took her money out. They say Nancy Pelosi needs her money.
That's awesome. That's hilarious. She probably does need to get paid, though. She needs to get paid real quick.
Yeah.
She got bills coming up, taxes. Gets her every year.
Hmm. Oh yeah, and millions.
Okay, let's see here. And of course, the only one I'm actually. Oh, well, no, I'm in another one too. Um, let's see here. Oh, I can tell you a fun one to talk about. Let's bring up CS. Have you seen this?
I do. Um, I think I saw someone. put on the chat. I think it was Erica. She liked the popping, and I just checked it out, and I said, "Man, I got out too early."
I just don't even think it's done yet. I'm still holding in, sis. You know, I've been in sis for a while now. So I'm still holding in sis because look at, now mind you, I'm in the 1 hour chart, but look at what it's making. I mean, do you know what that looks like to me? It looks like it's starting to form a cup and handle.
On a 1 hour chart. Okay.
You know, I'm sure you can see it on the 4 too. Oh, yeah.
When they supposed to get delisted? I know they got a warning,
Well, see,
or they
they
ask for extension.
they asked for an extension and they got that 180-day extension. Now, here's what's
When does that
interesting.
do?
Well, look right here. Look, are you watching my screen?
I'm about to right now. Let's
Okay,
see. Yep.
because this
Uh
is
huh. It's
the
turning.
yeah, this will help right here. So look at the RSI. The RSI is right. Okay, and of course it is down at this low. So this is actually probably fixing to. It may come down a little bit more, but that's fine. But to me, it looks like it's starting to form a cup and handle here.
Mm.
And if that's the case, or it's creating that double bottom. So if that's the case, we have that little drawback. It's not going to come as far as right here. It's not going to come down as far as that 2 cents, but it'll come back a little bit, and then to the moon. I mean, and it's very well possible with this. It's very well possible with this stock. This stock has been here a while. It's been a survivor. Let's see here if there's been any news out on it. I think it had good earnings come in. Oh, here's something. 20 hours ago. Let's see what it says. While Westport Fuel Systems shares are trading lower by around 10%. How are other stocks moving in Tuesday's midday session? So let's see what we find in this. All right, so
Second
CIS
one.
right here.
Yeah, the second one.
Climbed 65% to 0.0581 after the company reported a year-over-year increase in the fourth quarter financial results. So, right,
I didn't know it went up to 581.
yeah, oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I think it was at what 3 something. We'll go back and look. Let's see here. What it got down to? Oh, it got down to 251 actually. So in that
It's 251
251.
right now.
Oh no, it was at 251. Now it is back up to the
394. Four something.
let's see here if I gotta go back. Uh, yeah, so right now currently it's back to about 4. But still, even at that, we both know that this stock will be profitable. Yeah, it's at 0.04.
So this is the second extension they asked, right?
I thought it was the first.
It's the first one. Okay.
I think it was the first.
But they have a long way to go from $1.
Oh, yeah. One day ago, Salesforce revenue 13.8 million, net income of 5.6 million. Oh, wow. So they brought in more pocket change than was expected.
Mm.
Awesome. But yeah, they have shot up. Let's see here. So the price range today is 0.036, 0.044 expectation. Look at the 52-week range. 0.025, which it's already made that to $20. You see that?
Yep.
So, and look at the volume. It's at 43 million. 43 million. So I think Sis is definitely about to pop. I think Sis is that sleeping giant we were talking about. I think this would be the one for sure. And I'm still
Wow.
hanging in Sis. I've been hanging in Sis. I'll probably buy more Sis just to pump it up, and then we'll do what we do with it. We'll see what happens from there. All right. So yeah, guys, we'll definitely be coming back to Sis, checking it out, watching it as well. Probably am going to buy in a little bit more because I do know it will pump up more. It's got ground to prove, and it looks like it's in the process. And even if it tops out, I can get back out. But we're going to at least look for that 10 cent mark. That's the expectation, but sometimes you set your expectations a little too high. We'll see what it does, though. We'll definitely be following it. We'll definitely be looking for more
So
news on
they
that
gotta
one.
make it to 100%.
I hope it does. I hope it does. But with this, it's the flip of the coin.
Yeah, but they gotta make it to $1, or they gotta make it to 10 cents. It's $1, right?
They got to make it to $1. Yeah.
They got to within 100 days. Okay.
Within 100 days. Yes, sir.
Wow.
And, we both know that's not going to be easy for them.
No, it's not.
So let's see here. But I have been playing in this one, so I'm going to hang in there, see what happens. I do have stop losses it's set in place just in case, but we'll see what happens with it. Alright, guys, well, looks like it's a slow morning anyway. But we'll continue going through these and give more updates.